c'est toi qui es dans cette salle?
Pour l'instant, ouais. Le temps qu'ils trouvent la personne.
On était un peu en panique. Just a second. The keyboard. What do you search? Letters. Ça enchaîne direct avec une vidéoconférence. Tu lances, tu prépares Zoom dès maintenant ou tu le lances après?
Je sais pas s'il est lancé. Il est lancé,
Je sais que tout à l'heure on l'a utilisé, mais on est pas sûr. Enfin, je sais pas, tu sais, je maîtrise pas Zoom.
je pense que...
Does it say anywhere the time?
No, there is no time.
Okay, I will make that.
I think she can sign you 5 minutes before the end.
Okay.
Ça te va? 5
Ouais.
minutes avant, on lui fait un signe.
Ouais, donc il doit finir à 15h.
Ouais,
On a commencé en retard.
Je lui fais un signe à 15h.
Ouais. C'est ce que je vais faire. Ok.
Okay. You need to speak loud and close to the mouth. Okay.
Oh. Hello, hello. Thank you all for being here. I guess it took, first it took a little bit getting out of the comfort zone, and considering also all the talks here, yeah, it's a big selection, so thank you. My name is Gregor. I'm part of the Swarm team, and today I will speak about Dapp development on Swarm. So let's start. So when we speak about Dapps, there is first we need to speak about this original promise. This is why I got into this space a couple of years ago, and I would imagine there are many people who are in this space still because of it. And if we look at the screenshot, this is Ethereum's website in 2015. So we see build unstoppable applications. Then later on, this team has been going on, and yes, we are going towards there. Now, unstoppable dApps need unstoppable storage. And in a technical way, somebody could say, yes, this is already provided by the blockchain. We have unstoppable storage. It's a database. It's time sequenced, but it's not really enough for the dApps that we want to build. In a way, it's the data that we access from blockchain. It's public data, so there's no permissions, there's no privacy, and there's just like these little tiny bits of data. And already the Ethereum blockchain is facing challenges what to do with the storage. So in order to do like this really rich, unstoppable dApps, we need to continue towards this vision of the world computer that's been since the beginning. And just the blockchain is not enough. Now here's the breaking news. So here Swarm comes in a way, basically, the way how I usually explain to others how I see Swarm is that Swarm complements the blockchain and handles the data where the blockchain stops. So if you want to have self-sovereign data, basically according to very similar principles than what blockchain is bringing, and you want to deal with a private and big data, Swarm might come to the rescue. And breaking news, it's actually Swarm makes the world computer real, we could say this. So today, one of the main things that we actually speak about it, because this all sounds good, you know, this all sounds good, but a lot of my friends would say, what can I do today, you know, you are just selling me some unicorn poop, you know. So let's go more towards the question, what can I do with Swarm today? How can I use Swarm now? And here comes the MVP release that we basically released just these days. This is the first official announcement. And what does the release bring? So in a way, it kind of bundles a lot of functionalities that were actually already present before. And if your Dapp is popular, it can be unstoppable already now. It could be unstoppable already before. In a sense, because, you know, popular app, meaning that people actually use it, not that they tweet about it. So why? To not go really into the details, popular content gets hashed on the nodes en route to delivery. So it's kind of like BitTorrent. You know, if the torrent is popular, the download is fast. If your app is less popular, and here come like now the new things, it's you gotta pin it. You gotta help it. And what Swarm MVP brings, it brings local file pinning, and this enables us to do already a lot more things. For one, basically developers can start developing on Swarm. At the same time, there is the guarantee that the data that's being stored on Swarm will be still usable, will be readable, and at the same time, you can easily spin up your own node and pin the app data to your node. Now, this is quite easy to do. I will do now here a little demo. I mean, it's not going to be that easy because it's a French keyboard and Windows and handheld mic, but let's try it. Okay, so bear with me. Okay. So I'm using here one of the Dapps that it's already running on Swarm. It's called Fairdrop. It's meant for file transfer and for uploading files. Now here, basically the only thing I'm doing here is dragging the folder, confirming, and basically I'm already uploading the website. So it's that easy. If you would do it from the command line, it's also just one line. But it's more about what happens. It's let me try it. Okay. So here I just copied now the Swarm hash, and we got ourselves a website on Swarm. True. So, but this is not so, it becomes like really interesting when I do this. So, just a second. Sorry. So what just happened here? With one click, I uploaded a website, I uploaded some content, and it's accessible through any Swarm node. That means unstoppable. So in a way, we've been a bit cheating also before, because it comes also nicer. Just a second. So, sorry for this. Just should work. So I'll just let's make. It's both. I bought both domains before, so but it's difficult to type here. Ah shit, this one was. Doesn't check. Doesn't compute now. We'll do it later. There is it's available over the ENS name. Okay, 5 minutes only. Okay, so let's keep forward. Basically, the MVP, what enables you, it's if you're a Dapp developer, you have now a staging environment. Also, Swarm has been going through many changes in the past couple of months on the organizational level, on the team level. There are a bunch of new teams on defining the product and on how to release it towards the end of the year. Next things coming up are Book of Swarm. Book of Swarm is going to be released in a good month. It brings together all the research up to now, and also the important thing, it brings the specs. So it's going to be possible for Dapp developers to develop their own Swarm client. End of May, we plan to release the alpha testnet. With alpha testnet, also look out for various grant opportunities in the Swarm ecosystem. And then later towards the end of the summer, there should be a beta ready with the incentives in place, with the swap incentives in place and postage stamps. So one thing that it's also very important to stress is that Swarm is about collaboration. I mean, it's like the name itself suggests that Swarm are many entities. And if we want to truly create a fair data economy, it's about a collaboration. So if you're a developer, if you want to develop on Swarm, if you want to develop your own client, please do reach out to us. And start building unstoppable apps on Swarm today. Thank you.
You want to take some question?
Yes, sure.
Yeah. So I can take one or two questions. So if there are questions, you can ask.
If I'm interested in starting to try and integrate a Dapp into Swarm now, where should I go? What should I do?
So I would say the best starting point is, of course, the Swarm's website. There you have like either links to the documentation or other links how to connect with us. There's also a Swarm subreddit, so hit us up there or come to Swarm's Mattermost. There you can engage directly with the team.
Another question?
Sorry. No, it's kind of a suggestion. It's not a question. It's do you think of having the agenda? You know, the agenda is not updated on as a kind of a Swarm node, so it's updated, and anybody can basically QR scan it and have a kind of a light client and see the latest agenda. Just as a dog fooding. So
yes, that would be very easy to do. So also maybe just as a.
I think you should offer it for conferences next time, so people get a real taste just like that, and you need it when agendas change. You know what I mean?
So basically, the Dapp that I used, Fairdrop, it's also hosted on Swarm. So if you load it up on your computer, it's going to take maybe a bit longer to load, but the content is there. And if you would use its own Swarm hash, you could basically download the app everywhere. So yeah, it's possible. Your use case that you said, it's very easy. There's also additional tooling in the form of FDS.js library. and it should be actually very, very easy to do what you suggested. Yeah, happy to. Yeah. I mean, there's actually this functionality is already present here in Fairdrop. If I would be now logged into the app, so let's say my account Gregor, and here after the URL, if you would type in Gregor, you basically have anonymous Dropbox. So it was originally designed for democratizing whistleblowing, so everybody can, you know, start working with the whistleblowers, but you could use it definitely for scenarios like you said.
Unfortunately, I can't take a question, but you can continue to discuss, and thank you.
Thank you.